So I got just this little bag of some of the pecans that we harvested about a month ago out of the freezer, just a little bag. And I started shelling some of them right here, cracking and shelling, getting just a few out, and I'm gonna try this recipe out. Since I'm just trying this recipe because I haven't done this recipe before, it's actually gonna be on the stovetop. I just have about a quarter of pecans for this here that we're gonna try. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this on low heat, get this thing, start getting this skillet, this pan started warming up. Like I said, this is a half cup measure, but there's just about a quarter of a cup there. Just gonna try it out. And we do need some cinnamon and need some salt. And then you can use some type of sugar. Brown sugar is usually the best. You can use some powdered sugar, some white sugar. As you can see here, I made a mess up here above, and I went to go get it, and it flew everywhere. I'm breaking this recipe down with about a quarter cup of pecans. I'm gonna use about 1/8 of a cup of just white sugar. Like I said, you can use brown sugar is the best. Unfortunately, I don't have any brown sugar right now. We're gonna use some sugar, added a little bit of cinnamon, you know, like a quarter or half tablespoon. And we're gonna add just a little bit of salt in there, not much. And then we're gonna get some water. Add just about a tablespoon of water in here. We'll add the rest of this stuff. And on low heat here, we'll just kind of stir it up. And me personally, I usually like to add just a little bit of butter, even though this is not in the recipe. But since I'm breaking down the recipe, I'm not really using as much water as the full recipe. This melted butter will help a little bit. We're going to get this nice and stirred up. Make this mixture, once again, it's on low heat. And once you get all this mixed up, we will add our... Now that I got it all mixed up pretty good, I really should have used a smaller pan here, but that's all right. I went ahead and turned this up to 6. I did have it on low, you know, like on 1. I went ahead and turned it up to 6, and I want it to start bubbling just a little bit. And as soon as it does that, that means it's hot enough to be able to put on our pecans, and I'll go ahead and turn it off. Then what I'm going to do is dump the pecan halves in here and stir them up basically until this cools. It normally takes about 3 minutes or so. And all right, it's now starting to bubble, so I'm going to turn this off. Dump the pecans in here, and then I can start stirring them around, making sure they get all nice and coated. Sometimes it cools down a little faster, especially since I'm not using as much. You know, only a quarter of the actual recipe. You normally use a cup of pecans, but I'm only using a quarter, so you can times everything else by 4. But we'll get all these nice and coated. And I might turn this back on once I get everything coated. Then once they've been heated up, it tastes a lot better instead of more of a raw taste. Depends on you. In a couple minutes, and I did turn up the heat just a little bit. You want to make sure to constantly keep them moving because, especially with the liquid and even the pecans themselves, they will tend to burn pretty easy if you don't keep everything kind of moving. They also get a lot softer once they're warmed up, which I like a lot. So then I can turn this down, and I'll continue stirring this until it gets quite a bit cooler. And then, especially since I'm using just a styrofoam plate here, and then I will dump them over there, let them cool, and give them a try. Once they, you know, kind of harden. It's all right if they're soft, because that's how I like them. A lot of people like them nice, soft, and warm. You want to let them cool down a little bit, because the actual, the candied part of it, they call it the, you know, the sugar and everything. You want it to harden a little bit so it's not quite as sticky. And there they are once they're done. I already tried one, and they are delicious. I like this recipe a lot. Still just a little bit sticky, but if you take them off that heat, that coating starts really hardening up, and the nuts are still warm and ready to eat. Thanks for watching. See you later. Bye-bye.